there is no way God can move you to another level if you are not grateful for the current level. Did you hear what I just said now? If you are not what? Grateful for the current level that God has placed you. Well, despite the good, the bad, and the ugly in that level, you are not ready for the next level. You're not ready for the next level. If only you are grateful, listen to this. If only you are grateful at this level, you will not stay long at this level. Any level that you stay long, one of the reasons why you are there for long is simply because you are not grateful for being there. Because there's always a reason to be grateful at every level. Hello? There's always a one. A reason to be grateful. Discover that reason. Focus on that reason. Take your mind or your attention off every other thing. Particularly those things that are negative. Those things that are telling you that God has not done anything for you. Take your mind off those things. Focus on your mind on the things that God has done for you. And let that be your yardstick to be grateful to God. Whenever I look around me, I look at my kids, I look at Samuel and Gunners, I look at my wife, I look at my parents, my siblings. Everybody is hale and hearty. There's nobody falling sick. There's nobody that's ever been hospitalized for a very long time. That alone is more than enough to be grateful. And there's something I have discovered in my walk with God, that when you are grateful for something that God is doing in your life, He will keep on doing it. Hello, He will what, everybody? He will keep on doing it. If you are grateful to God for your health, He will keep on making you healthy. He will keep on making you healthy. He will ensure that sicknesses and diseases are far from you. But when you take your mind off what God has done and you focus your attention on what He has not done, you may eventually lose what He has done. Did you hear what I just said? So you need to be grateful. You need to be grateful. And once you maintain the attitude of gratitude, you will discover that what you are experiencing a shift constantly. Shift from one level to another. You will never be at one level for long. I know what I'm saying. David was a man that as a result of killing Goliath now became the most haunted man in Israel. Saul was after his life for only God knows how long. So he was an endangered human species as a result of his conquest over Goliath. Because the person who happened to be the king at that particular point in time saw him as a threat because of that victory and aimed at taking his life. Aimed at taking the life of David, to the point in which David was now running from one place to another. And once David runs to a particular place, the people living in that place will conspire to hand him over to the government so that they could kill him. So he got to a point in which he couldn't hide among human beings again. He now started hiding in caves. Hello. Started running from one wilderness to another, hiding in caves, living below the human life. But in spite of what David was going through, listen to this, everybody. In spite of what David was going through, David still maintained an attitude of what? An attitude of what, everybody? Gratitude. He says, I will bless the Lord at all times. At all what? At all what, everybody? At all times, even in difficult times, I will bless the Lord. He maintained an attitude of gratitude. Despite that my life is at stake, I will bless the Lord. Despite that the king and the government, they are after my life, I will bless them. He was always maintaining that attitude. And as a result, God was always making a way of escape for him. To the point in which it became a mystery to even Saul that David was escaping all his attempts to take him and to kill him. God was always making a way of escape for him. Why? Because he approached every situation with what? With thanksgiving. No matter the situation you find yourself, always approach it with what, everybody? With thanksgiving. With thanksgiving. You're not married yet, approach it with thanksgiving.